Hello, beautiful creatives. My name is Michelle Bellinger, owner and designer at Embellished Gifts LLC. Here with another video, just a quick tutorial about painting over the guidelines versus not painting over the guidelines. So be sure to like and subscribe and comment on this video if you have anything to offer or any other tips to offer viewers and listeners. So the guidelines are the lines that separate between the different designs, right? And you have the option of either painting the entire design over or painting past the guidelines. So in this particular design, I decided not to paint over the guidelines. That means I didn't just slather the paint on, but I painted each individual section, avoiding these sections in the middle where the black lines are. Because when you paint over the guidelines, you don't get as dynamic of a presentation. So I think that the design for this is more eye-catching because it has the bold guidelines versus me painting over. Let me see if I can find something that I painted over the guidelines. Here's also another instance where I did not paint over the guidelines, so you can see that the lines in the box are very pronounced versus just painting the entire box. I'm trying to find something where I painted over the guidelines. Typically I don't do that just because I like the way it looks when you don't paint over them. Doesn't look like I have anything where I painted over the lines because I just don't think that it's not as clean of a look to me. So anyway, I can't find anything where I painted over the guidelines because I typically don't do that. Well, let's see. Technically, if we look at this fist here, you can see where I just painted the whole thing silver and then I went over and put the dots. So technically I did paint over the guidelines, and what you can see is that even though the design is fine, the paint is fine, but it doesn't have as pronounced of a look and an effect as when I didn't paint over the guidelines up here. So I just painted each individual section and left the guidelines clear. And one good way to fix a mistake if you accidentally paint over a guideline or get a little paint in the guideline. So if I were painting and I got a little bit of paint over the guideline, we don't want that paint there. What I would do is I would quickly clean my brush off, make sure that my brush is flat, and I will run my brush right through the guideline. That gets the paint out of there so that the guideline stays clean. And again, I think that just gives a better looking presentation. It's, to me, more eye-catching. It's more stunning to see, especially in this design because it's a diamond and it's supposed to be representing multifaceted aspects of the diamond. So I just think that it just looks cleaner, it looks more sophisticated, it's more eye-catching when you don't paint over the guidelines. And it really shows control over your brush and control over your technique when you can do that. So that is just my opinion and my quick tutorial about painting over the guidelines. Be sure to comment if you have anything additional to add to this particular subject, and also if you have any questions. Again, here's what it looks like when I painted over the guidelines versus not painting over it. It's just more eye-catching. It's more I think it looks better personally. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if this was helpful. And I will see you guys soon. Stay creative.